Hello, can you hear me?
Hello.
Can you all hear?
Hello.
You're welcome. You're welcome to today's episode. It's an episode, actually. You're welcome. I'm trying to wait for more people to join us. So let's see whether more people are going to join. But you can see my screen, right?
Hello.
Yeah, you can see my screen.
Yes, are you trying to record?
Yes.
Okay, because I could see recording and I was wondering.
Your audience. So that is what the pro is all about. Then the premium is the one you install on your server in your office. All right. So when we look at Power BI Desktop and Microsoft Excel, they have a lot of similarities. Yes, they have a lot of similarity because Power BI came as a result of what Excel could not do. Excel is fantastic. Excel is wonderful. I still use it. But Power BI has something that Excel can't do effectively, efficiently. That is why Microsoft created Power BI. And Power BI, you can use it even if you don't have Excel on your PC. You know, even if you don't have Excel, but if you know Excel very well, some of the things you do in Excel, you can still do them in Power BI. Like your Power Query, your data model, you can still do them in Power BI. Another good thing which Power BI does, which Excel doesn't have, is the DAX. We'll talk about DAX later in this course. DAX is, you can look at DAX as the same way you look at your formulas in Excel. When you write formulas in Excel, it does the same thing. They have achieved the same purpose. All right. Then visualization. Power BI has much more visualization than Excel. So what are we expecting to learn in this course? Can you see this my screen? This beautiful visualization you see here is what we are going to build at the end of this class. Every one of us that has successfully installed Power BI and gets the data set I'm sending should be able to do this visualization I'm putting here. So how do I install Power BI? There are various ways you can install Power BI. If you are using Microsoft Windows, you can go to this is Microsoft Windows, you go here, you go to the app. You go to apps, Windows apps. Okay, Microsoft Windows App Store. You see, when you type Windows App or Microsoft Store, it brings this out for you. You click on it. When you click on it, you must make sure you have internet on your PC. It brings out this window. So here in this window, it's like Microsoft Store. This is a Microsoft Store where you can, just like we have Google Store, iStore. So you come here, you type the name of whatever you want to install. You type Power BI and you search. So if it's there, it will search the database. So you can see, once it searches, it shows you, oh, this is the apps that relates. It searches and brings the app that relates to my query for me, right? This is Power BI Desktop, Power BI Desktop. It brings everything. So I click on it. This is Power BI Desktop. Once you click on it, it will bring another instruction asking you what you want to do. So you see, it has brought out the instruction for me, and I can just click install. You can read more if you want to read about what the application does. Then you can just click install, and it does the installation straight up. The good thing with this method is that once you use this method, anytime there's an update on that software, it will automatically update it for you. You don't need to go and update it yourself. You understand? All right. All right. So that is one way to install. So I'm going to show you another way. Did we get what I just said now? Did you get it?
Eloni, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Want take coffee?
All right. So that is one way to install Power BI. You go to Windows Store or Microsoft Store. Then you, like I said, you go to Microsoft Store on your here. Just type Microsoft Store. You see, it brings it out. And you type the application you are looking for. You can use it for any application you want to install. It's not only Power BI, but because it's Power BI I'm talking about, you type Power BI inside, you click the search, and it brings it out here. Then you install. So it's going to make use of your internet to install it. So you need to have internet enabled on your PC for this to work. You get it. Then you install. The other method I want to show you is you going through Google. When you go through Google, you can get to Google and install you can download the software, but you need to first of all download it. Once you download, you will now be able to install. So this is the second method I'm going to show you. So this is Google. I come here, I type Microsoft. No, I don't even need to type Microsoft. I can just type Power BI. Power BI. So Power BI, you put it together, Power BI download, and you click enter. So you can see it brings the download button for me, the link. I click on Power BI, the first one. Once I click on it, it takes me to Microsoft site. So here I am. I'm in the Microsoft page, powerbi.microsoft.com. So if I scroll down, you will see the various information on-premise with Power BI, Power BI Builder. I can see the download here. I can see advanced. So I like to go through the advanced. I click on the advanced. It takes me to this page. Then I click on downloads. So here, I want you to pay attention to this place. You need to pick your version. If your system is a 64-bit or a 32-bit, you pick which one relates to your system. How do you know your system? How do you know your system specification? So this 64 means your system is a 64-bit architecture. This one that has nothing, it means this is a 32-bit architecture. So how do you know your system specification? You come to a computer, you right-click, and you click properties. That is how you know your system specification. So here, you can see that my system is a 32-bit. Here, it's a 32-bit operating system. So that means I have to click and download this one and click next. So this will download Power BI for me on my laptop. After it downloads, you now need to install, because it's just downloading from their server to your laptop. Once it downloads, it's going to download this file. You can see this file. Then you are going to install. I've already installed, so I'm not going to install again. So let's assume you have installed successfully. The next thing is to power it on. And when you power it on, this is what you get. So this is the Power BI interface. This is how it looks. When you launch it for the first time, this is what you would see. This is how it looks. So I'm just going to run us through this interface so that we'll have an understanding of how it works. Please, I want us to mute ourselves so that we don't create noise for other people here. I want us to mute ourselves so that we don't create noise for others. All right. But so far, how many of us got the mail on installation, on how to install Power BI? How many of us got it? How many of us got the mail? Okay. They said they got the mail. Okay. So I want us to try installing it. Try installing Power BI today so that you can be on the same pace I am. All right, so this is the Power BI interface. This is the first thing you will see when you install Power BI. Okay. This is the interface. We have several tabs. I want you to just pay attention. We have the Home tab. We have the View tab. We have the Modeling tab. We have the Help. So the Home tab, on this Home tab, we have some icons underneath. Get data, resources, enter data, edit query, refresh, and all that, relationship. Then here, we have another section here called visualization. And we have something here we call fields. Visualization are the visuals you can use on your data. We have different kinds of visualization. This is a bar chart. This is, you can also integrate with our script. This is a slicer. So these are some of the things we will use in this class. All these visualization you see here are what I use to create this visualization you see here. So we're going to use some of them in the course of the class. And the field section, this field section, is where all your data will be, the tables on your data that will be here. Then if you pay attention to this side, we have 3 little icons. They are small, but they are very, very important. These icons means report view, which is where we are. If I click this now, it takes me to another view, table view. And if I click here now, it takes me to another view, which is the relationship and the model view. The model view is where you create a relationship between various objects in your table. Your table has various columns, various rows. You need to create a relationship between those tables. So as you can see in this place, we can look at each box as a table. This is a table, this is another table, this is another table. There are 3 boxes here. And those lines you see between those tables are called the relationship between them. It means this table is talking to this table, and this table is talking to this table, and this table is talking to this table. We are going to build a relationship in the course of this class. We are going to build a model. We are going to build our visualization. And from there, we would know all I'll be talking about. You have an understanding of how everything relates to each other. All right. So, having explained the interface, I think the next thing is to start with importing data. So I have a data set that I'm going to use in this class. This is my data. Let me show you. My data is basically a data about subscription in a company. People subscribe. We have the free subscription. We have premium subscription. So it's a subscribers data. So this subscribers data, we have various subscribers. We have those who are renewing and those who are just joining to subscribe to our model. And we have the countries. We have a table. We have, these are the files. We have 4 files. So this is one of the files which you have seen here. This is an Excel file. And this file, it contains how many rows? Columns, 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are the files we are going to be working with in our class. It contains the date, it contains the product, the subscribe, whether they subscribe for premium or free. You can see whether premium or free, and the country they are, and the years they've been with us. Then the other, so I think you have an idea of the kind of file I have. We have their country, we have the package and all that. So this is Power BI. I'm going to put all these files in Power BI. The beauty is putting the file into Power BI and you start manipulating it, you start working on it, you start making your relationship, your model, and at the end of the day, you will see you've been able to analyze and create different reports at the end of the day. So, as I said earlier, I'm going to start with that. So we are going to move into how to import and transform our data. So when you hear me talking about import, what I mean is how to get our data into Power BI, because your data is somewhere. It could be in a software, it could be in Excel files, CSV, it could be in text, it could be on the internet, it could be anywhere your data is. You should find a way to connect your data to Power BI. And for you to do that, there's an icon here called Get Data. When you click on that Get Data, it brings a list of, okay, what kind of data do you want to bring in? If you see that all the options here are not the kind of data you want to bring in, there is a More button here where you can click More, so that it shows you all the options, all the categories you can bring in. All right, it's a bit slow, but it's still going to open. It's a bit slow, but it will tell you where you can even import a folder, and that folder will contain various files in it. You can connect it to other software packages that you might want to. You can connect it to a database. You can connect it to name it. Okay, it has opened. So you can see all the various categories you can get data from. So you need to know where your data resides. If you know where your data resides, then you can point to it from here. Is it from Azure? Is it from Salesforce? Is it from a database? Is it, these are various applications. Is it from Hive, Spark, Hadoop, Microsoft Exchange? There are various, Microsoft Power BI, they are always updating this platform every time, so that you won't have any reason not to be able to use their product. One of these options must definitely be where your data is. Then you see whether it's a database. These are the category for database. These are the category for platform. These are the category for Azure. These are online services, all sorts. So, but for today's zone, my data is it's in a folder. So I'm going to go and pick the option folder, which is this one. Can you see? When I click folder, I'll look for, it's going to open now, and I click connect. So I want to bring in so it brings out this place, looking at, where is my folder? I said I want to bring in a folder. Where is my folder? If I know the path, I could easily type it. But if I don't know, I can click browse. So when I click browse, I'll look for where my folder is. My folder is supposed to be in documents. So I look for my documents. Where's my documents? Okay. Then I look for subscribers. Then I open subscribers. Then I see this subscriber there, and I click OK. So now I've loaded the folder that contains the data that I need. So the part of the folder is written here. Then OK. I click the OK button. Then this is it now. Power BI brings this for me, giving me a snapshot of, this is what you want to import. And I click, all right, this is the content, the extension, the date access, and all that, telling me the more information about the data I want to bring in. Then here, I can see combine, I can see load, I can see transform data, I can see cancel. All of them have their reason. This folder that I'm bringing in has two files. This is one file, this is another file. One is called new.csv. The other one is called renewals.csv. So here it's telling me, do I want to combine them? So if I click combine, it's going to merge the two together. I don't want to combine them. Because Power BI is very intelligent. It discovered that there are two files in that. Then the other one that is load. It's asking me, load means, do you want to load it to Power BI directly? Or you still want to edit something before you load it? If you want to, and that's where the transform data is. The transform data means I don't want to load it directly. I want to work on it. I want to transform it before I load it. So it's going to open the query editor. So when you click this transform data, it's going to open the query editor. And cancel means you want to stop it. You don't want to import it anymore. So you can just close it. So I'm going to click the transform data now, because that is what I want to do. I want to do some transformation before I load it. So when I click the transform data, please pay attention. See that it opens another window for me, isn't it? It's still loading. It's opening another window. Can you see? This window that is open is called the Power Query Editor. Don't forget, Power BI is still there. This is its member. Now there are two. This is a query editor. So this query editor, it was open because I clicked on transform data. If I didn't click on transform data and I click on load, it won't load it here. It will just bring it here straight. But I click on that one. That was why it opened this one. So what I'm going to do now is to continue with the manual. Now I'm in the query editor. The query editor looks very similar to the Power BI window. It has transform, add column, view, tools, and help. We're going to use a lot of all these in the course of the class. But I just want you to focus your attention here. On the right hand side, we have the query settings. The name of the file that was imported. You can see the name of the folder that was imported is here. These apply steps. I want you to pay attention here. Every step you do when you edit your data here, it will record it here. Then here, where we have queries. Queries means I've imported just one folder, and that is why that folder is showing here as subscribers. I can as well change the name here if I want to, you know. So that is just a brief explanation of the query editor. So now that you are on the query editor, what are the things we are going to do? Here, you can see content. You see the file that I imported. The name of the file is, there's this one that is yellow. It means, do I want to combine? Then, if I click on this arrow, I want to combine the two files actually, but I didn't want to combine it earlier. I wanted you to see that you can do it on the query editor. So on the query editor, the first thing I'm supposed to do is to combine the two files. So I will click on this combine button. Once I click on this combine button, it's trying to open a window for me. Yes. Now it has opened the window. These are all the content of the two files. It's showing the date, the product, the country code, and the years. And there's a button here called skip file with error. I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to click OK. So you will see what's going to happen now. I've combined it. It's evaluating the query. It's still working. You can see so many things rolling there. Yes. So it has combined the two files. So this is my file. Now, if you look at here now, you can see that the apply step have increased. You can see that here also it has increased on the query side. Now we have our files. And this file is pretty large. It's almost 1 million lines. It's almost 1 million lines. You can see 999,000. Excel may not be able to effectively handle millions of rows. This is almost 1 million rows here. And you can see how easily I'm able to import it. You see, I can keep scrolling down. I'm still scrolling down. I'm still scrolling down. It's over 1 million of rows. You understand? So, and it has all the subscribers. So we are going to start. So these are all the columns in my table. I have 4 columns. There's the source name, there is date, there is product, there's country code, and there is years. All right. So this is the query editor now we have. If you look at here, there is this thing here is called the formula bar. Here, this is the formula bar. You see, this formula bar is where we will use what we call DAX. DAX means data analytics expression. It's like the programming in Power BI where you use formulas. That is where we type our formulas. Basically, you might not type DAX in Power BI if you don't want to. You could make use of click and drop, drag and drop, clicking all through to make and at the same time, you can use formulas. All right, so now we have our data. We have merged our data together. Now we need to now start working on our data. See how we can clean it up. See how we can remove the irrelevant things. See how we can do a lot of transformation on this data now. That is the stage we are now. All right. So if you look at this column here, the source.name column, I don't like the way it's having new.csv, new.csv. I just, these are the subscribers anyway. So I want to eliminate all the .csv. So how do I go about it so that it should just be new that is showing here? So I'll select that column. You can select any column. I'll select that column that I want to work on. And I'll look for replace values on the home page, home tab. This is the home tab. Don't go to transform, home tab. You look for replace. You can see replace values here. This is the icon. You click on replace value. It brings out this window for you. It's asking you, okay, what value do you want to replace in this column? I want to replace .csv. So I type .csv. What do I want to replace it with? I don't type anything there. I'll just click OK. Now you can see the .csv is gone. So that is now we are trying to edit or format our data. Now you can see that. So we can also now we can rename that column also. So a new name. So we click on that column. And I don't like the name of this column. So I just make sure I'm on that column. I can double click and rename, or I can right click and also rename. So I'm going to rename it type. I think that is still more friendly. You can see once I rename, the name changes. So you can see some things you have been doing now. I'm still going to send you the manual. All right. There's one thing I want to do. I also want to do something, which is, if you look at this column, this type column, I want a situation whereby each first letter would be capitalized. Each first letter will be capitalized. How do I go about that? So make sure you have selected the column. Any column you select is always highlighted. Make sure it's capital. To capitalize the first letter of each word, then I will go to the transform. For me to do that, there's a tool I need to use. When I click the transform, I will see format here. Capitalize each word. Now, can you see that the N is capitalized? So you can see these are some of the fine-tuning you are doing on your data. All right. So the next thing is to change the data type. All right. These are okay. Another thing I should have explained earlier is on each column. This is a 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 column. You will notice there is an alphabet, 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 numbers 1, 2, 3. What those things means is this. It means this particular column, the data type that it contains is alphabets. That is the data type. Once you click on that thing, you can also change it to any data type you want. Data type means the data that is in this column is only alphabets. The data that is in this column is only numbers. The data that is in this column is only date and time. But if you look at this one now, this is supposed to be date and time. But you can see it's telling me that the data type is what? Alphabet. And it's wrong because it's supposed to be a data type, date and time. So for me to do that, I need to modify that and change that data type to date and time. This one, it looks correct because it contains number. 0 is a number. This one is correct because country code is alphabet. So this one is also correct, numbers. So for me to change the data type for this one, I'll right click. I'll first of all click on this and split. I want to separate the time because this thing contains time and date. We have date 9/3/2018 0000. That 0000 means 12:00, 12 midnight. All right. So I need to first of all separate the time from the date. How do I do that? I click on that column. There's a split here. I click on the split. Split by delimiter. It brings out a menu for me. So this menu is asking me, how do I want to split? Do I want to split using this dash, or I don't want to split doing that? So I will say space. And you know why I pick space? I pick space because I know that from the date, from the year and the time, there's a space there. And I click OK. So can you see that it has splitted it for me? There is date 1 and date .2. Date .1, date .2. 12 a.m. So the date is separated from the time now. All right. So now I need to now change this one from the data type alphabet, ABC, alphabet. I need to change it to time. How do I achieve that? This one is a bit complex. I need you to pay attention to it to see what I'm going to do. Although I'm going to send the mail and I want you to just follow. So I'm going to right click that column and go to change type. And when I get to change type, I click on use local. The reason why I'm doing that is because the reason why I'm going through all these steps is because the data was not formatted based on our own time zone. That is why I need to change the time zone back to our own time zone here. So I'm going to change it to date. Then the local, I'm going to change it to Yoruba, Nigeria. See, that is our time zone. Here we use date, month, year. Date, month, year. Then I click OK. Wow. No, can you now notice that it has changed to date here? Can you see? It has changed the data type to date. It's no more alphabet like it used to be. Are we following? Do we get what I did now? Hello, are we following? Do we get what I did? How many of us are? How many of us are following? How many of us understand what I've done so far?
We all do.
Or are you lost?
Sorry, I think I understand. Let me speak for me.
Okay. How many are lost?
We are following you, but
I realized that it has changed the date from month it has changed from year month. Sorry, from day month year to month date year.
Okay, what is here? What? Yeah. I'm going to change that. I'm going to change that. Yes, thank you.
All right, thanks.
I'm still going to change that. Okay, it's showing day, month, year. Yes, I'm going to change that. Yes, I saw it too. I'm going to change that too. That's not a problem. All right. So I'm going to import new data and see. Now we've imported this. I can now that I've imported it, I think I need to even save my work. so that it doesn't get. But before I save, I need to apply. So when when we imported the data, there was option for load, there was option for transform, there was an option for cancel. So that load was supposed to load it into Power BI directly, not into query editor. So once you are through with what you are doing, you can click to close this query editor. You now click close and apply. So you will see that my query editor is applying the changes. It's applying the changes of all I've done. Still applying it. That file is quite big, almost 1 million lines. All right. It's still applying it. Okay. You can see the file is really big. So once you apply, you will now see your file. You see applying it. I'll send it to you. Once you apply, you will see your file showing here now. I didn't know that it's that big. 6 meg, 7 megabytes. I'm going to send this file to all of you so that you can practice what you have learned today. So if you know I don't have your email, kindly drop your email with me so that you can practice what we've learned today, and let's see how we go from here. He is really big. Wow, at last. So this is my Power BI. Remember, this was where we first started. So if you look at the right-hand side, you can see my subscribers table is here. You see? Then you can see my subscribers table. Then you can see that here it's just one table. That's why that model that I opened that time is just one table. By the time we finish this class, we have more tables showing here. This is the model view, and this is the table view. So on the table view, you can just click on that table. It looks like the query editor, but it's not the query editor. You can see this is the file we just imported. All right. So this is where we're going to stop for today. I hope you were able to learn one or two things. I'm going to send you the manual. So I want you to practice what I've done today. I want you to install Power BI, import this data, and do the things I did. Just follow the instruction in the manual. And if you have challenges, let me know. But do you have any questions so far? Do you have any gray areas that you want me to shed light on? This is interactive class. I want to hear from you also. So I'm all ears. I've opened the floor. You can ask your question. Is it something interesting to you? Is it something you want us to continue, or we should stop? Hello?
Hi.
Okay. Did we get today's class? Do you have questions?
Yeah.
No questions? Okay. Ade said no questions. All right. All right. So that means we can. Okay. Okay. No, no question. All right. Okay. Atoyebi, no questions. Okay. All right. All right. So should I send you the manual so you can practice it? Let me know if you need it or if you are not interested, or if you know you want. Okay.
Hello, we will appreciate it if you can send it for those of us that cannot follow. Although I was following the, can I say slide now as you were showing it, but we would love to have it anyway, and help us to find lasting solution to this problem of installation. I'm tired.
Okay. What we can do is we can do team viewer, so I can enter your PC and see what's going on.
What's that?
What I mean is we can use team viewer to enter your. I can use team viewer so I can enter your system and see what's going on.
Okay, TB.
Team viewer.
Sorry.
Team viewer.
Okay, team viewer.
Yes, team viewer. It's for collaborating. You're able to. I'll be able to enter your system and. Okay, excellence, Atoyebi. Can you hear me? Did you get the mail? Yes, TeamViewer app. Okay, so thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate. Okay, thank you so much. I'm going to send the manual, and I want you to practice it. And if you have questions, just buzz me on WhatsApp. This is my number. Let me give you my number on WhatsApp. I think this is my number. So this is my number on WhatsApp. You can always buzz me on WhatsApp. If you have questions, if you have something you don't understand, this is my number. Can you all see? Just buzz me on WhatsApp. I'll be able to guide you, direct you, explain better. All right. Anytime I'm available, as long as I'm not sleeping in the nights. So, so the lady that asked about TeamViewer, this is the app. This is software for TeamViewer. This is what I mean by TeamViewer. This is it. TeamViewer is you go to Google, you will see what we call TeamViewer.
Yeah, I'll look at all
Right.
this.
Can you see it?
Yes.
That's TeamViewer. Is that what you install? So once you install it, we'll be able to collaborate and to control. That's what I was telling you to download. All right. Thank you so much for your time. Have a wonderful evening. Till we meet on Wednesday. Let's meet on Wednesday, 4 p.m. Thank you so much. Bye for now.